So, for those of you that are interested in bullet journals, this is just going to be a quick overview of how I do my monthly setup. Because it's the new year and a lot of people are getting ready, thinking of, what they want to do, how they want to do it, and I think bullet journals are a really good way of doing that. Also, holding this in my hand, probably not my best idea, but I'm going to put you down because I'm ambidextrous, sort of. Not really. I'd like to think so, but okay. So, first what I like to do is have a working pen. January 2019. Kind of impressive, ain't it? And then I marked some of the areas of how I do it in pencil, just so I'd remember. But Sunday, Monday, just the week, then WTF, and the first of the month starts on a Tuesday. And then, believe it's 31 days. 30 days have September. Yeah, so it's 31. I just checked this, I swear, and I already forgot. Jeez. But gonna pause right here because I'm just marking it all down here. You can see. Okay, so I just finished that. It's just a calendar. That's all it is. And then what I like to do is I like marking my good and bad days in highlighter, and I like having bad days in purple and good days in orange. It's not super important, but it's sort of interesting to just keep track of. So bad, and then good. And so what I'll just do now is try and get this all on camera. One of these days, I will get myself a tripod, and I will be very, very happy when I have a tripod and not a phone camera. And see there, and then, so we have this line, and I used to make my bullet journals really, really compact, and it wasn't as pretty. We'll just be honest, it wasn't as pretty. So I like having free spaces to mark in color. And that's what I do, is I try and leave some free space in the page. So, and I'll just go down here. I'm trying to save phone memory, so that's why I keep pausing. So that's what I've done so far. And now I just alternate it with a little pink highlighter, because I'm already using a few colors. So obviously, the answer isn't to find a creative solution. It's to find more colors. But, that's the other thing. You make your own rules. You can use however many erasable highlighters you want. These aren't erasable. I just want one. I want several erasable highlighters. They sound so cool, and I didn't know they existed until I read about them. And then going all the way down. So boop, boop, boop. Okay, and now this area I put for monthly tasks. And I like keeping tasks, goals, and hopes. And then what I do is I'm going to write down each of the days here to keep track of, because marking down what I do every single day has really, really helped me. I don't know if it'll help everyone. Everyone's different, but it really helps me. And then also what I do is I mark little titles like this, and the days here in yellow. So I'm going to do that. Because I have to pick up the highlighters, and I don't have enough hands. I know they make, a third hand, but I've only seen those really in relation to jewelry making. And I'm not sure if they'll really work well for technology. And, Bob Ross said, it's okay if you make little mistakes. Just gonna zoom in on them and think about them for the entire month. Happy thoughts. Okay, then bad days. And you can clean this up however you like. It's fine. It really is. Bullet journals can be done with anything, so you don't have to worry about it, and it's really nice. So after that, what I'll do in my own time, since I haven't figured out what I want to do for the month, but I'll mark all down here, give it a page number, because indexes are the most important thing in bullet journals. That's what I've drawn from this, really. But so I'm going to mark all of this with the days. I give myself 2 spaces. And what I'm also going to do, or start doing in the next year, is writing little diary monthlies in this, because a friend gave it to me, and it's really, really nice, and I really want to use it. And I have a pen for it and everything. So, gonna write little diary section in there, just so maybe explaining the bad days, explaining the good days. It doesn't really have to be super in depth, which I really like, because I liked the idea of having a diary for years and years and years, and I could never seem to stick with one, because I don't think I have a very narrative voice for myself. I can write, I can do other things, but for myself, it doesn't really work. And so I'm just going to go all through here. I give myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically 7 dots to write with, and then I split off into another row of numbers. And you'll see how that goes once I've finished. So that's how much space I give myself, and this is really great for production and keeping track of how far you're getting through each day, and for what I do, this has worked wonders. But for diaries, and if I do have a really bad day or a really great day, this isn't a lot of room to explain what happened. Thus, separate book. And then down here, gonna give myself 2 spaces, gonna draw lines down here, and this will be goals and hopes. So I'm gonna just draw those. Sorry for all the pauses, but I can't help it. So that's all it is. It's very, very simple. And I'm just gonna put goals and hopes in my horrible handwriting. If I try, I can make it look better, but I don't. And so I'm just gonna mark this in yellow and try and get the highlighter undone. And I'm just gonna mark this entire part in yellow. And I just like having everything. It has its own color. It's very nice. And the other thing that I know people talk about a lot is washi tape. And I do like it. It's, it's thin. Well, this one is thin. You can find them very, very thick and very, very thin. This is about 2 3 to 5 millimeters, and can put it on the edges, or you can use it like I use the highlighter. But I've gotten stuck in my ways so soon. It's been like 3 months since I started doing it like this. So I'll figure out what I want to do within the next month, and since I've left myself a lot of room with it, I will write down, or try and write down, each step so you can mark it off, and I think it makes things less overwhelming. And if you're sort of like me and you procrastinate and you tend to worry about really small things, or quote unquote small, but they're really, really big, I find that writing it all down really helps. And then goals and hopes, it's like a secondary task list, but I don't have to do it. Usually I tally a lot of what goes in here for next month or several months later. But it's things I hope to do, or good habits that I hope to start. I put don't ignore my friends for this month because I tend to forget to respond to texts. So that's been my thing. And this is how I do bullet journal setups for the monthlies. And you can do almost anything with a bullet journal. I just really like it. And I wanted to share that. And also, I have a knife here because it's sort of dull, but it's really great for cutting washi tape in a book. That's what I have a knife for. And quote unquote self-defense. We know our secrets. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.